Hello. Are we live? See, if I did this properly, I wouldn't have to ask that question every time. But I don't, and it's fine. Oh, but let's not forget. Greetings, my name's Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. 12:31. 12:31. Taterdom, how dare you? Hello. Welcome. I expected 0 people in chat because this is a surprise to me too. Because things happened. So, although I usually do not drink alcohol before I exercise, and we're talking 5 hours from now I will exercise. Stuff happened. Yeah. Basically there's another whiskey related thing tonight at 8 p.m. that I would like to participate in. And with the way my schedule is, I would have slammed into maybe being home by 7, earliest 7, and then having to shower and then having to do this before the 8 p.m. live stream. No. High five. I think it's well. So this was basically a lesson in how fast can I set up a live stream. And it's about 5 minutes without messing with the lighting. Because as you can tell, this is just daytime lighting. Big ass windows. It's not even open. I wonder what it would look like if it was open. It's such a bad idea, but I want to find out. No, I can't. Never mind. I forgot. I have issues. There's a courtyard over there. And the last thing I want, since I'm on the first floor, is to blow open my entire window so anyone and anything can see in here. So let's not do that. Let's just do the Advent thing. Sounds super. But the only reason I'm doing this is because I didn't have to screw with the lighting. That can take a little longer than usual. I put the tree on, though. Good. This is the halfway point, isn't it? 12? On the 12th day. No. Got it. Haven't looked at it yet. I actually have to like not look at this purposefully because I don't even trust myself. Jimmy Jazz, hello. Yeah, I figured whatever. It's lunchtime. Maybe some people will be around. You see me. Oh God, that'd be low. Shouldn't you be at work? Shouldn't you all be working? I hope not. There we go. Ugh. For the record, my left shoulder right here hurts because exercise. And someone might need to go back to physical therapy because they're being stubborn. But I don't like the way that therapy place is set up, unfortunately. I've been overthinking this for days. It's just the fact that it's exposed. So like there are a lot of people in one room all doing physical therapy stuff. Do not like. I would prefer to not be in a room full of a lot of people. If that's okay. There we go. What are we thinking? This is natural lighting. I'm thinking bourbon. Or rye. For some reason, more rye. That's probably just me today. Okay. What say you? At a glance. I have to excuse me. I'm thinking. Wouldn't you agree? Nose, onto the nose. I still haven't exactly found out what I say. I think it's just onto the nose. Oof. No, that is. What are you? I can't tell if this is a really wonky bourbon or some kind of peculiar malt. It could be American malt. Why is nothing simple? It could be from another country. I mean, that's where we're at. It's happened twice. What's annoying is it has familiar funk. It's very raisin. I don't particularly love raisins. I don't hate them anymore, but when I was a kid, ugh. And raisin cookies? How dare you? Good raisin cookies now. Ooh. Very particularly though. It has a powdered sugar sweet raisin. Well, I probably, you know what? I'm saying raisin cookies. It's like, maybe it smells like raisin cookies too. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's not as bad. The initial smell was pretty weird funk, but now it's a little better. Still not something I like. We're going into the same category as yesterday with also raisin, no, not raisin nuts? That sounds about right. Ugh. It's not bad, but it's making my nose like pull away. You know that feeling. So where you smell, oh, I've done it enough times. Green grass. Not even cut grass, just green grass. There's just something earthy to it. This is that sweet that's oversweet. I always use powdered sugar. And I hope that's what I mean, because I can easily see like the horrible, horrible idea of someone taking a fistful of powdered sugar and just opening their tongue and going. It'd go everywhere, of course, but that level of sweet. Okay. What is palate? I think I just say on two both times. That's easiest. I like it. I say out of the palate, immediately go back to the nose. All right. Ugh. I get my 15? No, we got plenty of time. I believe I leave the last 5 minutes up to the actual tasting. There is no actual plan here with the live streams, but I have a basic outline. So far, so good. Whoa. Is dry. Yeah, dry. Mm-hmm. My tongue is being assaulted by dryness. Stop. Doesn't taste bad though. There's a long, slow, dry feeling on my tongue after sipping this. Ah, oh yes, and that. First whiskey of the day. Ooh. Coconut LaCroix here? Well, that's how you say it, LaCroix. That X throws me off. LaCroix X. Pipe tobacco, earth, dry wood, sand. Walnut. Ugh. Guys, I don't know how whiskey is for you, but it's really weird for me. And I've had this thought recently because in the whiskey vault, of all things, Daniel would often say that he somehow gets whiskey as music, which I can only understand because whenever I'm sipping whiskey, it's kind of it just images. Like I'm not physically seeing them, but I'm seeing them in my head. Like things just randomly pop up. Like just now, walnut. I don't know where that came from, but I was thinking of a walnut all of a sudden. People in the hallway. Sugar kitty meow. Yeah, sunny but crisp afternoon. I agree. It's very nice out. Again, middle of the day sunshine for my apartment. Welcome to New England. This actually isn't bad. Normally during this time of day, there's blinding brightness during the hotter months. Whiskey from the vestibule. Hi. Oh, whole gang's here. Welcome. Thank you for popping in at this very sudden live stream. I mentioned at the beginning, uh, evening whiskey engagement. So there's another live stream that's going to be going on that I want to watch at 8 o'clock. And It's like a holiday thing, so I'm going to do it. And it will be good. That's just something else to have to try to do, though. So I couldn't slam trying a new whiskey after drinking whiskey, especially late in the evening. Thus, sudden lunchtime whiskey. I waited till noon. I very part of me was like, just wake up and do it. That's probably not the best idea. Although tasting whiskey, supposedly, before you eat anything at the beginning of the day, it's supposed to be like your palate has been just doing nothing. So it's very sensitive. Something of that manner. I haven't actually looked into why. I'm not against breakfast whiskey for videos. Yeah. What a wild whiskey. It's making me think of like chocolate malt. So it's some kind of malt in my head. It doesn't seem like a bourbon. It's not quite drinking like a rye. It's a little spicy, but this long dry finish is nuts. Like it's still going on. I can feel the moisture being drained from my tongue. Ah. It's wild. Synesthesia. Cross-lining of senses. You see sounds or you hear tastes. Well, I have heard of that. I don't know if that's that extreme. It's not like a visually... Well, you know what? I think it's the movies. Like movies always try to depict someone seeing something. You don't actually see it out here. It's in here. So you don't visually actually, in my experience, for whatever this is, I don't actually see like a walnut pop up in front of my eyes. It's actually in my brain, but I visualize it. I just don't see it through my eyes. I see it in my head. This isn't getting all weird and philosophical at all. What is the mind but a mirror of our souls? My soul smells like walnut. No, stop it. Still trying to figure this thing out. I have 2 minutes left. Brownies, caramel, some kind of coffee liqueur. Coffee grounds, yeah. Got that yesterday. I really hope this is a malt. If this is some kind of corn thing, it's been buried. And the only example I can give is it's reminding me of a Knob Creek style whiskey. And we're talking like the 100 proof version. I wouldn't be surprised if this was 50%. It doesn't burn like 50%, but the weirdness it's doing to my tongue. Good grief. One more. I'll just drink the whole thing right now. That's wild. It's very earthy, a little green, very foresty feeling. You know, I've mentioned like coffee grinds and dirt. I had sand earlier. You guys have to help me with remembering these, by the way. I'm saying them now, and they are gone almost the moment I say them. So I can picture this stuff, but memory, not so much. There's some sort of orange in there right near the end. Almost like orange bitters. I like orange bitters, by the way. One of my secrets for making old fashioned. One shot of Angostura, one shot of orange bitters. Because I don't have oranges just lying around, so that. All right, let's find out what we're dealing with. The end result for me is thinking it's some kind of American malt. That's it, yeah. I think it's some kind of American malt. It's a wild one. If this is a bourbon, Jesus, not my type. I don't know why I'm holding it like this. This is dun dun dun. Oh, and I didn't highlight this. I'm sorry. And since I was in a hurry, I didn't go to live chat. There we go. It's the other side. There we go. Product of the USA. 46.5%. See if we want this focus today. Weird lighting doesn't help. Hey, or maybe it does. Product of the USA. 46.5. Not my favorite. Right now, this is landing at a. We'll say 6. First thing I thought was 6, and I'm being nice. It doesn't taste bad or anything, but it's not my type. But it also depends on what it really is, believe it or not. Hey! Oh. Day 12. Again, halfway through. What the hell? I feel like I just did 10. You know? Like, I feel like 10 just happened, and now 11 and 12 have happened. And I did them. It just blurred right by. At least number 1 feels like it was a little while ago. We're talking a week, except it's been 12 days. This is my little, whatever you want to call it, moment where I have to flick the page numerous times because I'm so paranoid about not, like, accidentally going 1 page forward and seeing it. Oh, that'd be so annoying. Okay, well, good. Oh, all right. Oh, all right. A lot of things were just answered there. Hey! Anyway, what color was this? Hang on. Yeah. All right, we'll say that's burnished. Yeah, we'll say burnished. That looks nice. That's the wrong side. This pen is also dying, and I just haven't bothered to change it because why would I? I mean, clearly it's my favorite pen that says Tufts Health Plan on it. Oh, wait. No one does more to keep you healthy. I have no idea why I have this, by the way. Blah. All right, they're tasting notes. I will say them first because lighting. Vanilla, walnut, allspice, apricot, white pepper, cherry, spicy, sweet, rye. Guess what? It wasn't a malt. It was a weird rye. My brain was not lying to me earlier. Here we go. Vanilla, allspice, walnut, apricot, white pepper. I love how they use the actual images to give you some idea. Cherry, spicy, sweet rye. And this is Sonoma Distilling Cherrywood Smoked Rye Whiskey. So yeah, there's a weird earthiness to it. I wonder why. Stay there. All right, so there's a weird cherry note now. Kind of. I started out saying raisins. I'm just going to say that counts too. Wowee. Indeed, this is a wild one. Well, the first one I'm going to write here, and we're writing these down for whatever reason. I will never look at this again in all likelihood. Maybe I'll try to, but... Walnut. What will very likely happen is I will just misplace this. That sounds about right. Happens a lot. What else? Did I say vanilla? I said powdered sugar. Close enough. I can't... Why do I bother to do cursive? I can't read that. My own cursive. I can't read it. That bad. That's why I don't try to write things down. For the record. It's all just like a child. W-A-L-N-U-T. Who writes things anymore? Really? Plenty of people. I forgot what else I said. Malt? Chocolate malt. Oh, yes, please vacuum now. I don't know if that's picking up, but I hear it, so irritated. No music, by the way. I couldn't be bothered to set that up. Middle of the day, no lighting. This is what you get. Enjoy. Chocolate malt, powdered sugar, walnut. Sounds like a wonderful pour. It's interesting. There's not enough vanilla in this thing for me. It's all like earthiness and raisin. The fact that that's a rye, though, is what's wild to me. The Cherrywood smoke, it definitely impacted this rye because I would like to believe I can tell when something's a rye. Not in this one. I expected this to be a malt. So if you're curious about rye and you like malts, look what I found for you. Anyway, I didn't put raisins on here. Raisins. White pepper. That's still one I need to dial in. Allspice, I can understand that. Apricot, sure. All of them. I mean, none of these are wrong. You know, that's the best part about this. Oh, and of course, if you would like to look up more about this on your own, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Hopefully that worked if you want to use it. If not, whoops. Yes. It's a weird cherry. It's like the darkest of dark cherries, and thus I think raisin. I like maraschino cherries like nothing else, but those are also, they live in sugary substance. Wow. I don't think a real dark cherry would be quite the same. I would expect it to taste more like this. Have I had one? I have no idea. Have I had raisins? Yes. There you go. Walnut powdered sugar, chocolate malt, raisin. Still have time. Totally forgot about time. Had some weird ones. Walnut was one that we joked about, which is hilarious. I'm seeing walnuts. Sand. That was a weird one. Exciting. Oh, forest. I think part of the reason I'm writing these out, other than the fact that there's an actual booklet, which I don't think I used the first time, because I'm so against doing this personally, because it's just another thing to try to pay attention to. But it's not terrible. It's just I'm doing it for you guys. This I would not do myself. I would get too distracted by everything else. KFC original recipe? I do like KFC original recipe. Well, at least my memory does. I think I've tried KFC once or twice lately. It's like, what is it? This is very fast foody like. Really dark cherry ice cream. Oh yeah, that's probably where I've had it. If I've ever had dark cherries, it's been cherry ice cream like that. Oh, so good. It's not. I don't need to want ice cream on December 12th, and I wouldn't get a whole thing of that. That would be way too much. Get it at ice cream shops, which get all the weird flavors at ice cream shops. Then you know for sure, unless it's Ben and Jerry's. Anyway, where is Sonoma Distilling? Does anyone else know that off the top of their head? I would be surprised. Cool runnings. Cheers. Hello. Welcome. Random day stream due to nighttime plans. I got it. It's the easiest thing to say. My regular feelings about whiskey for myself. No whiskey before I exercise. I am exercising, but it'll be in about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. So at 5:45, I'll be going to exercise. So hopefully, this poison has worked its way out of my system by then, because I don't need that in my system if I'm trying not to die. What was the saying last night? Exercise. It forces you to be alive. I think it was something along those lines. I will look that up because I think that's a hilarious comment. And I said it, so it's even funnier. Northern California area for wine. Well, where did they get the Cherrywood then? And why didn't they use... Well, I don't know about Cherrywood. I don't know anything about anything for woods. I wonder where those grow. I'm trying to think of where those would be naturally in California. What else? I love the idea though. Like, this is the fun stuff when they start messing with things. Or like, hey, they used. Well, I don't know how they used this, but the general thought process is in Scotland they use peat, something you pull out of the ground, and it burns, and it's kind of gross. Anyway, they use that, burn it as a fuel to dry their grains. If they dried their grains with cherrywood smoke, their grain being rye of all things, good grief. Otherwise, I'm not sure how they would have done it unless they tried to smoke the whiskey itself, which would feel a bit weird. I don't know how that would work. It works at a bar. I think it works for this. Yes. They did it to me yesterday. Cherries just grow everywhere. Okay. I felt that was the case. It would be, I'd be kind of sad if it wasn't. Now that I think about it, cherries should be everywhere. I know cherry blossoms. Those pink trees. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of sakura, technically. It's a Japanese word for cherry blossom. Someone's been studying too much Japanese words because they're in my head now. The Japanese alphabet is insane, by the way. Just for reference. All right, less than 3 minutes. Dude. Anyone else remember what I said? So far, we got walnuts, powdered sugar, chocolate malt, raisins, sand, forest. I've been talking too long to remember anything I just said, so. That seems like most of them. I know there are some of us sorry about it, but. Oh, raisin cookie. Same but different. E. I would love to be able to write in cursive. It is so annoying to pick up every time. It's not a C. Raisin with the R. Oh my god, this pen. Raisin cookies. Walnut, powdered sugar, chocolate malt, raisins, sand, forest, raisin cookies. Did I say dirt? Or earth? That sounds much better than dirt. Earthy. EA. Earthy. Not an A. Come on. Damn you. Yeah. That looks better. I feel like I should get all the way to the bottom. Just on one side. Get all the way to the bottom. That's the horrible handwriting, by the way. And this one gets a 6. It kind of dropped down to a 4 in my head, but the initial thought was 6. So it gets a 6. Not my favorite type of whiskey, but just for what it is. Again, we gotta be very whatever about this. Specific? Yeah, anyway. For what it is. That's the important part. This is a whiskey from California, Northern California, from America. Percentage is always very important. 46.5%. That's okay. That's good. A rye, which I would have never thought of. Well, maybe a little. Cherrywood smoked. The whole idea of it and the experiment of it and what it is gets a 6 for my personal tastes. And for what I know about trying to make whiskey, this is wild. 1 minute. I did it. I did middle of the day stream without any big mess so far. Still 30 seconds left. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. I'm trying to hold down the pages I haven't seen yet. Which I should be able to. All right, fine. Watch, I can't do it on the other side now. There you go. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. That would really be the closer for this midday stream. If I didn't have something very specific I say every time. Well, there you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you. Where's the thing? Out there. Bye. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.